Test, test. Can you guys hear me? Test, 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 test. Test, test. Am I on? Am I on? Leave me a comment in the chat if you guys can hear me. Dame Tools, can you hear me now? All right. We good now. 40 piece for Immanuel Quickley. What a game for the young player, man. 23 years of age. Immanuel Quickley drops 40 points for the New York Knicks. Sorry for the inconvenience there to start the stream, but yeah, having some technical difficulties, but we back now. So big task, man. What's going on? What's going on in the chat? Big task. What's going on, man? Much needed victory for the New York Knicks tonight as they just demolished the Houston. It was getting dicey there in the beginning, right? It was getting dicey there. I was like, oh, here we go again. I don't want to deal with this, but yeah. Immanuel Quickley stole the show tonight for the young player. 40 points for Immanuel Quickley. He said his last free throws that he shot there, he was pretty nervous shooting, but he got a career high 38 in Boston a few weeks ago. 40 points tonight for Immanuel Quickley. Tyler, man, what's going on? We back. We back up, man. We back up. This was a big win, man. This was a big win. And we have a big game against the Miami Heat on Wednesday, which counts as pretty much 2 games in the standings, because if we win that game, we win the season series and we have the tiebreaker versus them. So if we win that game, we pretty much are locked into the 5th seed. So big win for the New York Knicks, big week, all around effort. I mean, we even had Obi Toppin tonight showing something. I mean, Obi Toppin with a blow-up game. It was a much-needed, blow-up game for him. Confidence boost heading into the down the stretch here for the young player. And Obi Toppin off the bench with, hold on, let me pull out the box score. Let me see what Obi Toppin did today. He was hitting his threes, and everyone was just playing well for the New York Knicks. Obi Toppin, 15 points off the bench. Dainty in the chat. We so ready for the playoffs. Big task. That was a nice get right win. It was. We looked at this. We looked at the schedule and we saw the Houston Rockets and we were like, come on, we gotta win this game, and we won. Much needed victory, man. Dame 2's in the chat. Much needed win. Got to give the Heat business next. Jimmy was talking mad. What was Jimmy saying? Jimmy was talking trash. Word. Oh, you're referring to talking trash to Julius Randle during the last game? Yeah, Jimmy Butler was talking that mess. I'm sure Julius Randle's gonna have something to say about that. Hopefully on Wednesday, but Miami Heat are always a tough match against the New York Knicks. But yeah, Heat are coming off back to back. Got to take advantage. Got to, man. No excuses. No excuses. Wednesday is a big game. We are now, I believe, what are we now? A game and a half above the Miami Heat, or 2 games? Is it 2 games? Let me just look at this. I think it's we're 2 games in the loss column. But yeah, Wednesday, big game. But tonight, Knicks take care of business at home against the Houston Rockets. All around great effort from the squad. Everyone contributed. You even had Julius Randle. I believe he scored 16 first quarter points tonight. Finished the game with 26 points, 10 and 19 from the field. Nice efficient night from Julius Randle. Mitchell Robinson was blocking everything out there tonight. Everything. Dame 2's no super chat. I want to soon. We're getting the channel's almost monetized soon. I appreciate you, Dame Tubes. Appreciate you for sure. But soon. For sure. Hopefully we can get monetized soon so I can get that super chat up. Saquon, where you been, bro? You've been absent for a while here. I haven't seen your name pop up in the chat in a minute, Saquon. Damn, what's going on, Saquon? I always appreciate you in the chat, man. Daddy Quickley with 40 burger. Daddy Quickley with a 40 burger. Look, Immanuel Quickley as a starter. We gotta have a conversation about Immanuel Quickley as a starter, man. His numbers as a starter are pretty good. They're pretty elite. Like, he's averaging almost 20 points a game as a starter. Hold on, let me pull it up so I can get this right, because I saw it earlier, and he started a lot of games this season. Immanuel Quickley as a starter. I think it's 20-5, if I'm not mistaken. Wow, Immanuel Quickley has started 21 points a game, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists. He started 17 games this season. Obviously, we all know his great game against the Celtics this season, and then tonight, 40 points. And look, Immanuel Quickley, his growth throughout the season has been simply incredible, and he just continues to impress and continues to just shine and continues to grow. And hopefully, we can build this confidence heading into the playoffs. It's coming soon, guys, and we only look 5th seed. I think we're going to finish as the 5th seed. Excuse me, because look, Wednesday is a big game for the New York Knicks, but I still think if the Knicks lose that game, I still think we finish as a 5th seed, but it is a big game for the New York Knicks on Wednesday. Saquon, man, I appreciate it, man. Anytime you have time to hop in the chat, hop in the YouTube, man, it's always love, man. Appreciate you as always, supporting the channel, supporting the show. Yeah, bro, always appreciate it. But tonight, let's go back to the game. Quentin Grimes even started the game slow, but then, worked his way back up scoring-wise. 14 points for Quentin Grimes tonight, 4-9 from 3. And Quentin Grimes was actually, he was playing, okay defense, and he even almost finished with a double-double, 14 and 9 tonight to go along with 6 assists. The New York Knicks had 35 assists as a team. That has to be one of their, I think that's a team high this season. 35 assists as a team tonight for the New York Knicks. You even had Isaiah Hartenstein contribute with 6 assists, 8 points, 6 assists. Toppin off the bench, I gave him his flowers, 15 points. Nice blow-up game for Toppin. When is the last time Obi Toppin had more than 10 points in a game? It's been a while, since the Portland game. It's been quite some time here that Obi Toppin has had a double-digit scoring affair off the bench. So nice to see Obi Toppin get going, man. We need those scoring efforts from Obi Toppin coming off the bench, but his shot was falling tonight. Obi was playing well. Ball was moving tonight. Ball was moving seamlessly. Mitchell Robinson blocking everything. So, look, Rockets, terrible team. If the New York Knicks lost this game, it would have been an absolutely gut-wrenching loss, but they didn't. Terrible team. You do what you have to do. You win at home against the Houston Rockets. And, look, now you have a game against Miami Heat. You can really solidify the 5th seed, really take a stranglehold on the 5th seed. And then you're looking at a first-round matchup preview against the Cleveland Cavaliers coming up here this week, guys. We're going to Cleveland. That's going to be a first-round matchup preview, it's looking like. And that's going to be a doozy, man. Friday night affair in Cleveland. I'm pretty sure the Cleveland Cavaliers are going to be up for that game. I'm pretty sure the Knicks are going to be up for that game. That's going to be a preview. It's looking like it's going to be a preview. But, yeah. Win tonight. Take care. Business at home. Wednesday, we got the Miami Heat. Friday, we have possibly the first round matchup preview against the Cleveland Cavaliers. So, yeah. Test. Okay. Mic just went out there. Let me make sure you guys can hear me again. I don't know what's up with my mic tonight. This thing is acting up. But, yeah. Wednesday, we got the Heat. Friday, Cavs. And then Sunday, we have the Wizards, I believe. But Josh Hart off the bench, 9 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, 25 minutes for Josh Hart. And the Knicks just keep on winning with him. And great game out of everybody, honestly. Great game out of everybody. But the star of the show, guys, the star of the show, his name is Immanuel Quickley. Immanuel Quickley. This kid, I'm telling you, man, this kid continues to impress. And, last season, it was an inconsistent year for Immanuel Quickley. This season, if you don't remember, Immanuel Quickley started this season slow and then hit a switch, started to be consistent, started to score the rock, shares the rock. He's, played extremely well in Jalen Brunson's absence. And the growth of Quickley this season has been one of the bright spots and one of the main reasons why the New York Knicks are where they at today. Immanuel Quickley's play, along with obviously Julius Randle and Jalen Brunson. But Immanuel Quickley has been a huge part of this team's success this year. And tonight was just a ultimate performance for the young player, man. 40 points for Immanuel Quickley. 40 points. He was getting anything and everything out there. The Rockets couldn't stop him. The Rockets could have. Saquon in the chat said his daddy Quicklin or Tyrese Maxey's dad. Look, Maxey has been playing well. Him and Quickley are boys, buddy. So, Dame 2 is in the chat. Got to solidify this 5th seed. 4th out of the question now. Randall needs to keep a cool head. I agree with that. I agree about that. Played a good game tonight though. Rest Brunson until he's right. And yeah, Brunson had a cast on his hand today. MSG was showing that he had a cast on his hand. Hopefully he can get right. He was pushing a play, Mike Breen said. But, right now I honestly wouldn't push him. Like, why? Like, why push him? Playoffs are around the corner. It's looking like hopefully that we'll get a top 6 seed, probably 5th. But, if Brunson is not 100%. I mean, guys aren't 100% now. The season is dwindling down. So, most NBA players are not 100%. But Brunson is a huge part of this team, and we're going to need him in the playoffs. So if he's not 100%, I'm not going to push him. Even though Wednesday's game is a big game for the New York Knicks. 2 years ago, he took Maxey's ankles. I do remember that, Saquon. I do remember that. In the Garden. Quickly hit a move, left to right, hit a 3 against Tyrese Maxey. D-Gons in the chat says development. Yeah, man. Immanuel Quickley's development this season has been simply awesome to witness, awesome to watch, incredible. Words can't describe how Immanuel Quickley has been playing this season, man. Shout out to IQ working on his game all summer, and it's showing in the gym. 40 points tonight. 40 points. 40 damn points, man. CBS gave this guy a D- coming out the draft. A D-. CBS Sports. The Knicks drafted Immanuel Quickley, and they were like, D-. We don't like him. Bad draft pick. And this guy has proved everyone wrong. Oh, man. Oh, I love it. I love it. I don't know if you could show it without. Yeah, if I show the highlight, it's probably, the video is definitely going to be copyrighted. But yeah, if you haven't seen Immanuel Quickley taking Maxey's ankles a couple of years ago, watch that vid. But all in all, great victory for the New York Knicks. I can put up some a picture. Hold on. I want you to put the word out there that we back up. All right, chat. I want you to put the word out that we back up. I want you to put the word out. There he is. I want you to put the word out. We back up. That's it. We back. It's the Rockets, right? Rockets are terrible. Knicks took advantage of the matchup, but we had to win. We had to win today's game. No excuses. Win today's game. Move on to the next. Tough week. It's moving week, man. It's moving week. 14 people in the chat. Hit that thumbs up button. If you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe to the channel so you can join us here in the chat. We just chatting up a big Knicks victory against the Houston Rockets tonight. 137 to 115 on the Houston Rockets. Rockets gave the Knicks some run for the money in the first half, but then second half and the Knicks pretty much, that's all she wrote, man. I mean, Tom Thibodeau probably gave it to them during halftime, as he should, because this game was pretty close in the first half, and I was like, please, I do not want this to be another game in Madison Square Garden where the New York Knicks blow the game, blow the lead. We do not want that to happen at all, because we needed this win in the worst way. We coming off back-to-back losses against the Miami Heat, Orlando Magic. And I get it. That was a tough back-to-back. We just saw the Nets blow out the Miami Heat and then lose to the Magic. And we actually needed that. Shout out to the Brooklyn Nets for beating the Miami Heat, then losing to the Magic. It actually worked out perfect for us, because it just, the way we are in the standings, we needed the Nets to beat the Heat, and then we needed the Magic to beat the Nets. And it just worked out perfectly for the New York Knicks. But season's not over yet. 43-33 now, 2.5 games above the Brooklyn Nets and the Miami Heat. We're 21-17 in Madison Square Garden, 22-16 away from the Garden. We all know we're a great road team. Jalen Brunson had a sprain sprained right hand, had a splint on his had a cast on his right hand, on his right hand or left, I think it's right hand, on his right hand. So he was pushing a play, so that's a good sign. So hopefully Brunson can get out there on Wednesday. But like I said earlier, if he's not 100%, do not push him to play. So yeah. Saquon in the chat says D- Quickley. Yeah, I mean, CBS Sports gave him a D-. We all saw the meme out there on Twitter. We all saw the meme that CBS Sports gave the New York Knicks a D- for drafting Immanuel Quickley. So, yeah, man. But also have to give flowers to, look, tonight, Julius Randle. Julius Randle bounced back, guys. Even though versus the Magic, he had a good game scoring wise. He just had that big blow up, right? But Julius Randle, great game tonight, man. Julius Randle, 26 points, efficient night, 10 and 19 from the field, 3 of 8 from 3, set the tone for the New York Knicks early. And great game out of Julius Randle. Give him his props. Mitchell Robinson was the block miss tonight, 3 blocks. He had 3 back-to-back blocks in the third quarter, was just blocking simply everything. RJ Barrett, efficient night out of RJ Barrett, which we want to see coming off that terrible Magic game, right? RJ Barrett was not good during the Magic game. And look, there was a couple questionable calls that RJ Barrett should have been to the line at least 3 or 4 more times, I want to say. He should have went to the line at least 4 more times because the refs weren't calling anything when RJ was driving to the lane. He got hacked quite a bit, but went to the line 9 times, 6 to 9 from the free throw line, 19 points out of RJ, plus 17. Good game out of RJ. And then Immanuel Quickley was 14 of 18 from the field. 5 of 7 from 3. 40 points, 9 assists, 1 turnover. Guys, I mean, Immanuel Quickley, man. Immanuel Quickley. You know how hard that is to do? For a player his size, you know how hard that is to. I get it. The Rockets, I get it. They don't play defense. Terrible team. Still. 14 to 18 from the field. 5 of 7 from 3. Just bow down to Immanuel Quickley, man. I mean, stud, man. Cam in the chat, man. Appreciate you, man. Yes, sir. Salute Ant back in the win column quickly. Dropping 40 Borger. Randall Burger. I said Borger. Burger. Randall able to sit the whole fourth quarter. That's how you're supposed to beat a team like Houston. Let's keep pushing. Yeah, man. Randall. Great game out of him, man. Gave him some rest. Knicks had 3 days off before this game. Gave him some rest in that fourth quarter. Much needed rest. We all know Randall needs rest. And Randall's played every single game this season. Every single game. So we all know Randall needed the rest. Immanuel Quickley got his 40-point career high, then quickly got subbed out there. Deuce McBride comes in, played, good defense, 3 points out of McBride tonight. Even saw Jericho Sims. Haven't seen Jericho Sims in a while, man. Shout out to Jericho Sims, man. Always on the bench, just with the the no emotion face. Shout out to Jericho Sims. Josh Hart, Trevor Keels came in the game too. Emptied out the bench versus his team. We did what we were supposed to do, man. We did what we were supposed to do. Beat the Houston Rockets next game versus the Miami Heat, and let's go. Quick got to get paid this summer. I pray it's the Knicks who pay him and keep him. That's going to be an interesting conversation. What do you give Immanuel Quickley? What are you willing to give Immanuel Quickley? Immanuel Quickley is going to want a lot of money this summer. I mean, not a lot, but I'm sure his agent is going to ask for a nice extension. And it's going to be interesting whether the Knicks give it to him. We'll see, because we also want to give Josh Hart a nice contract too. We want to re-sign Josh Hart. Hopefully, we have Immanuel Quickley to deal with, but yeah, I mean, hopefully the Knicks can make some trades and free up some room. And even though we have the bird rights of Quickley, but I still think we get that done. But that's a conversation for the summer. I still think we get that done. Immanuel Quickley would probably be a New York Knick. That was Evan in the chat says that was Randall's apology game. Yeah, man. Randall with a good game for the New York Knicks, man. Good game, 10 and 19 from the field. Look, Julius Randle versus the Magic had a blow up. Versus the Clippers had a blow up. Obviously, put a video on YouTube about it. Gave my thoughts. Ultimately came down to me saying that We need Julius. At the end of the day, no matter what side of the spectrum you fall on, you hate Julius Randle, you love Julius Randle, you don't like, he's just on the New York Knicks. We need him at the end of the day. We need him to have a good playoffs if we want to go far in the playoffs, if we want to win a couple of rounds in the Eastern Conference playoffs. Randle needs to be that guy. I know we have Brunson. I'm not worried about Brunson, but Brunson needs another guy alongside of him. Randle needs to be that guy. We need Randle, and he stepped up tonight, man. Good game out of Randle. Degons. I was purposely sitting next to one on the. Yeah. Evan in the chat says not a negative, but a truth. Yeah, man. I mean, the Randle, what made it worse is that the Magic game happened. That stuff with Randle happened. And then the Knicks had 3 days off. And then everyone was just talking about Julius Randle. That was the hot subject. Julius Randle was the conversation pretty much every day on Knicks Twitter. And then he finally spoke. And then he pretty much said, we handled it in-house, and that's it. But shout out to Immanuel Quickley for doing his job. Against the Clippers, it was Immanuel Quickley going over to Julius Randle and saying, bro, chill. We don't need this right now. Against the Magic, it was Immanuel Quickley going to Julius Randle, calming him down. So hopefully all is lost, and hopefully we can move past this, because that is not something we need to be worrying about right now. We have the playoffs coming up soon. We have a 5th seed to lock up. We have a Cavs team that we need to beat. Let's get rolling, man. D-Gons in the chat says Barrett got a big piece of the pie next year. Yeah. Knicks extended Barrett. What is he getting? Like 21, 22 million next season? I get it. But look, how many points is RJ Barrett averaging this season? 19? I read a stat saying that if Barrett got to 20 points per game, because we have Randle averaging over 20 points per game and Brunson averaging over 20 points per game, and if Barrett got over 20 points per game, I think it'll only be, like the third time in NBA history or something like that. I'm probably butchering the stat, but in third time in NBA history that 3 players on the same team average 20 or more points per game. So, look, Barrett has had an up and down season. Obviously, the Magic game was a disappointment, but we cannot forget about the game versus the Clippers. The game versus the Lakers. We cannot forget. I said Clippers. I meant to say Lakers. We cannot forget the game against Portland, the game against Denver, and obviously the game in Miami when Barrett played well. So after the All-Star break, Barrett has been improving. He has been playing well. Now, he is shooting abysmal from behind the arc this season. Terrible. He's not shooting great from behind the arc. I believe, hold on, let me look at, he's shooting 31% from behind the arc, and it's not good. So, but he's learning and he's getting to the basket, driving to the basket. He's using his skills, using his body, getting to the basket, driving to the basket. So Barrett is not, settling, but when he's shooting it, he's not shooting the ball well. And we've seen Barrett in these stretches, right? We've seen him shoot the ball well. There's been stretches this season where he's shot above 40% from 3. And now he's just in a little bit of a funk. So hopefully he can snap out of it. But he is getting to the line, which is a good sight to see. Great sight to see. But guys, man, great win for the New York Knicks tonight. We got a big game against the Miami Heat on Wednesday. Randle got some rest there in the fourth quarter. And hopefully Brunson can get right. Hopefully Brunson's hand can get right. Hopefully we can get Brunson healthy. Then on Friday, we have the test before the real thing, right? The test before the real thing. It's looking like a Cleveland Cavaliers, New York Knicks first round matchup. It's looking like it. And we're going to see all the headlines. We're going to see all the We've already have Stephen A. Smith talking about if the New York Knicks lose to the Cleveland Cavaliers, blah, 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 whatever. We already have the headlines coming out that Donovan Mitchell could have been a Knick. It's going to be a crazy series. But I don't want to get ahead of myself. This is looking like that's who we're going to play. So Knicks still have some work to do here, and we'll see what happens, man. Big game Wednesday, Brunson. Hopefully Brunson can get healthy. Hopefully we can get it rolling. Game against Cleveland, and then we have a few games left, and then that's it. And then playoff start, play-in starts first, playoff start. But big victory tonight, man. Shout out to Immanuel Quickley tonight. Balled out, career high 40 points. Immanuel Quickley. And look, man, this kid has been growing right in front of our eyes, and it's good to have him as a New York Knick. But I'll catch you guys on Wednesday versus Miami Heat. That's going to be a big game. So I'm going to be on here. Hopefully you guys will be on here too. So Dame 2 is, man, always appreciate you in the chat. And let's go Knicks, man. If you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up, and I'll catch you guys on Wednesday. So have a good night and peace.